Yeah, you're all dark, but
Yeah, one sec.
what is up, everyone? Welcome. Excited to be on tonight. Kind of an impromptu hangout. Adam is trying to get on here. We're having a little funky stuff going on with the hangouts. Looks like you're on, buddy. Oh, I don't hear you.
Okay.
Oh, now I hear you.
You can hear me but not see me, and then you can see me
Yeah,
but not hear me. All right.
yeah,
There.
excellent. Yeah, I see some people down in the chat box. Pretty excited. Hi, hey, Larry. Hey, Darva. Hey, Chris. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Paul. Hi, Whitman. Excited to have everyone on here tonight. I mean, bunch of people jumping on, Adam, out of the blue. We decided to do this like 3 hours ago. Threw something out there. We got everyone on here tonight. I'm super pumped, and this is going to be your show tonight, guys. We're on tonight because we want to answer your questions. We want to talk about some of the things we're excited about, and help you in any way we can. I mean, obviously there's lots going on, right? I mean, this has been an exciting week. More excitement to come tomorrow. As your Dream Year Challenge, as the cart closes on that. I mean, obviously for those of you who don't know, we are starting a new challenge called your Dream Year Challenge. The cart is open until midnight Eastern tomorrow night. A lot of you that are on here, I see the names. You're already in the challenge. We want to welcome you. We're excited. This is an exciting time. I mean, this is going to be the best course we've ever done. Going to change a lot of lives. And if you're committed to 2015, you are in the right place. This is what we do, guys.
Yeah.
So, Adam, buddy, what's going on?
Yeah, man. Super excited to be here. Definitely, exciting times with the Dream Year Challenge program. We're getting closer and closer, and every time we do this, we've done these programs a lot. Every time we do it, we get closer and closer to kickoff time, which is next Monday, January 26th at 9 p.m. Eastern. That is the official kickoff of the Dream Year Challenge. Every time we get closer to kicking off, just the excitement builds, the excitement in us builds, the excitement in the Facebook group builds. People are joining left and right, making that declaration that this is going to be this is going to be their year in business. That's so exciting to see, so many home business owners, really make that declaration that this is the year that they're going to, make some big changes.
Yeah, Lisa says, I love doing challenge with you guys. Yeah, this is Lisa's fourth one. We've got Paul Schultes here for his second one. Yuli says, I'm pretty stoked about 2015, as you should be. I see Whitman up there. He's in. I believe Darva's in. We're pumped, guys. So, I mean, here's the deal, guys. We can share insight with you, off the cuff. But I mean, first and foremost, we'd love to know if you have questions. I mean, what are the biggest challenges you're facing? Adam and I would love to share. We would love to address your needs specifically. If you have questions if you have questions about the challenge, if you have questions about building business, if you have questions about lead gen, if you have questions about growing a team, whatever it is, go on down and shoot. Don't be bashful. I mean, we're here for you tonight. We want to share with you, and we're excited to do it.
Yep.
Now, Adam, while we're waiting on the for the questions, I know that last year you doubled your income. We set out and set some goals at the beginning of the year, and you had some big goals, and you were able to double your income. What would you think, or what do you think one of the things that really was the difference maker and contributed to that? Because, I mean, obviously, a lot of times we'll sit down and want to make a big income shift like that, but
Right.
doubling your income, I mean, you think about in the workforce, right, 3% increase,
Yeah, right.
your cost of living raise, to actually take your income and produce another version of it on top in a 12-month period of time. That's just astounding. It's amazing. My mentor, one of your mentors as well, I mean, Ray Higdon has told me that, one of the biggest things you need to understand is that growth, in you, in your business, in your income, does not have to be incremental.
Right.
Okay, you do not have to think that it's going to have to be step by step by step by step. That you can just turn the whole thing on its head and double your income like you did.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to your input. What would you say were some of the deciding factors? Maybe share with the group.
Yeah, absolutely. one thing that you know had a big impact in it for me, and that is one thing that I just absolutely love about our profession and what we do, is that you can create it doesn't have to be baby steps, like you just said. You know, it can be gigantic leaps forward. And you know, like you said, I definitely did that in doubling my business and income in between 2013 and 2014. A lot of it had to do with you know, getting clear on a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about in the in the challenge and in the bonus trainings and the Dream Year video series. You know, committing to you know, creating clear goals, creating a vision. You know, really making some important distinctions about where you know, what I wanted to focus on in business. You know, I've been in places in my business where I've been so all over the place, and I've just been doing, you know, especially in the beginning, it's like, you know, I'll do blogging for a couple weeks, and then like, oh, I didn't get the results over there, so I'll go do video marketing for a couple weeks, and then, oh, I didn't get the results over there, so I'll try pay-per-click for a couple of weeks. That was the way I did it, you know, especially in the beginning of building my business, and that is just not the way to, you know, to get big-time results. And what I did, you know, one of the big things I did in 2014 was really focus and really, you know, focus on a daily method of operation, get those production goals, you know, that we talk so much about, you know, throughout these video series. And that was, you know, that was one of the major things that, you know, that helped me to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's solid stuff. And I see some questions. You know, Lisa says, should we be journaling every day during the challenge? Keep your eyes peeled, Lisa, you know, because I think you're going to really enjoy the resources in the challenge this year. Let's just leave it at that on that question, right, Adam? You know, we've got great downloads that are going to really just keep you guys, I'm telling you, this is fill-in-the-blank stuff. If you just fill in the blank, you're going to be doing a lot of those types of things, the affirmations, the journaling, the self-evaluation, that maybe you know, you were a little unclear on, and all that different stuff. We are going to make it cut and dry, guys. I mean, I mean, paint by numbers.
Yep.
Paul says, you know, asked about the cash in on webinars bonus that he was offered one night. Yeah, I will have everybody that is owed that in that very soon, Paul. Pretty excited to learn a lot more about the day-to-day activities that you guys are. Will these activities be geared more towards full-time or part-time business owners? I have about 2 to 4 hours a day available to grow my business, and more on weekends, of course. I'm excited to be so much more efficient. That's a really great question, Adam. You know, I'd love to start with that one if I could.
Yeah, absolutely. Go take it away.
Yeah, here's a really, and that's a fantastic question, Yuli. And what I want you to understand is that 2 to 4 hours a day is so much.
Yeah, it really is.
That's really a lot. You know, and that is enough. Let me tell you that. And here's the interesting thing. What we do is we teach you what the priorities are. Okay, we teach you how to focus on getting feedback on the activities you're doing as to whether they're the activities that are going to serve your business moving forward, serve the growth in your business. So are they going to be geared towards a part-timer or a full-timer? Either. The reality is the bigger and better you do on the production goals when you're strict with yourself, the better and faster your results will come. But they're perfect for the part-timer or the full-timer, because the goal here is to get the most profit-producing activity done with balance, right, short and long-term, okay, in whatever time period you have, right? I always say you can do this part-time, you can do it full-time, you just can't do it sometimes, right? And we're helping people take these sometimes out of it. So if you're part-time, no big deal. If you're full-time, great. No, you know, either or. I'm going to tell you, Yuli, in 2 to 4 hours a day, plus more on the weekends, okay, if you follow this plan, you know, for 30, 60, 90, 120 days, I mean, great things can happen. Doesn't mean the plan's going to be easy, okay, just to be clear. It's going to take discipline to make the best out of those 2 to 4 hours, but that's what we're here for. Would you agree, Adam?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the first thing that came to my mind when I heard that question was Lisa Thompson. I mean, she said that she generated 1,100 leads working just 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, just following, you know, the strategies that we teach. But I mean, if you're productive, I mean, you could actually get a lot more done in 2 to 4 hours than a lot of people get done in 8 to 10 hours. If you focus on the income producing activities and focus on some of the productivity things and strategies that we're going to teach you. But it's like I kind of think of it kind of like they said that the kids that do after school activities, like extracurricular activities like sports and programs and stuff, they actually do better in school because their time is limited. So you got to kind of look at it like that. It's like your time is limited, so you have to focus just on the highest leveraged activities that are going to move you forward the most.
Yeah, I think about Angela Hardy, one of the first students I had that I was really able to have an impact on, and she had these twin girls, and she said to me, Justice, I really only have like this hour window when they're napping, right, and then this other little window over here, and the reality is she produced more than any of my students at the time, and I had people that would call me and say, I just got laid off. I got a huge severance package. I've got 6 months. I'm on easy street, right? I got no money issues. All I have to do is make it work within 6 months. Yeah. And the person who had 1 hour a day, okay, actually moved farther faster and accomplished more than the person who had the severance package in 6 months. And because that pressure, right? And Tim Ferriss talks about this. He calls it Parkinson's law, right?
Yeah.
The more time, guys, that we have to accomplish a task, yeah, the more complicated we will naturally make it, and the longer we'll draw out, the activities involved in it. Which is the reason why we've also successfully crammed for a test at some point.
Right.
And that when we have less time is when we're at when we really function at peak level. So the key is to create production goals for 4 hours that fill all 4 hours, and then attach such value to accomplishing those things that you don't go off and do the little busy work.
Yeah. So we could talk about this one topic for the rest of the time if we wanted to. I mean, do we have other questions? Because we could certainly do some productivity tips and stuff right now.
Well, let's look through, guys. I do have the Q&A box open. Okay, so if you the Q&A is enabled, there should be a little icon. I don't even know exactly where it is, but there's an icon, and you can put questions in there, and we'll get a notification that you've asked a question. Darva says, I don't actually have a business of yet. I do have a game plan going, but I'm looking to promote and market my friend. I am hoping to grow from doing this and help others as I grow my own business, kind of like a VA, but feel I have too much going on and want to, let's try and use the Q&A, guys, because this keeps shifting on me. Kind of like a VA, too much going on, but I want to hone in on a few things and not be all over the place. Well, you're in the perfect place.
Yep.
These activities, these skills, the marketing skills plus the discipline, see, that's the magic, guys, plus the mindset. When you put it all together, that's the magic. And, I talked with my good buddy Scott today, and, we've got a side project going. He's actually going to start selling services to real estate agents and small business owners. Gave him the green light at him to start making big-time sales today.
That's awesome.
And the reality is because we've got the principles and the skills. So it doesn't matter if you're helping somebody, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. Okay, this stuff, guys, it carries over. Larry says getting the most done without being distracted. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yuli says that's what I'm looking for. Boom, exactly, looking for effective solutions, getting it done. After I took the 30-day, at this time I was able to get over 1,000 leads in my primary business, working about 3 hours a day and weekends, and still have a full-time job. Man, Paul, boom. I was after a 30-day challenge. I didn't know you generated 1,000 leads after that challenge. That's killer. Lisa says, I became addicted to taking action. Guys, we've got to have more questions than this. Oh, I see a couple questions in the Q&A. So we're going to have 2 wake-up calls a week. Yeah, it's going to be 1 live webinar a week, Paul, and 2 weekday wake-up calls. This is going to be for 6 weeks, though. I think the one you took back then was 4 weeks. Guys, I am quite positive with everyone that's on here that not everybody has every answer they're looking for in their business, is crushing it in results, generating leads like mad, turning a profit hand over fist, and beating prospects ready to join prospects off with a stick. Okay, unless that is the case, I'm sure you have questions. One of the things we do is we push you. We hold your feet to the fire. So I'm going to tell you, get the guts to go ask the question. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you right now. Step up and go ask the question. There's something in your mind, right? I mean, Adam, you and I have questions, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, if I have questions, if I call up my mentor and ask questions, and I've got questions, I'm sure you have questions.
Right.
Oh, I can feel the excitement brewing, right, Adam? I mean, I'm getting pretty pumped for this.
Seriously.
It's time.
Yep.
It's time.
Yeah, it's actually just to just to throw it out there, you guys. It's a huge benefit to Justice and I's business as well because not only are we leading these programs, but we're also very much participating in the activities. I mean, just to have integrity. I mean, we're doing the things that we're asking you to do. It always drives our business up in a big way because we are participants in the challenge just as much as we're leaders of the challenge.
I'm so excited. I mean, I'm so excited to just put my foot on the gas.
Yeah.
I know what happens, guys. I know how it works. I know what happens when you create content every day for 45 days, when you connect with new people, when you market that content. I know what happens when you do personal development, when you do your affirmations. I know what happens, guys. Let's see. Okay, here's some good stuff.
Cool.
Will the live calls be interactive? Yuli says interactive like this call. We may have some of them interactive, Yuli, but I'm gonna pretty much guarantee that we have some things that we're going to want to cover that are relevant to where we're at in the challenge. So, I have a feeling it'll be more training, but when the time is right for it to be interactive, it will be interactive. I keep getting distracted, and I'm a total noob. I am not totally sure what I need to be doing. Adam, do you want to touch on that language?
Yeah, absolutely. So total noob, totally distracted, right? And then not really sure what I'm doing. Well, I mean, I would have maybe some follow-up questions to that. I mean, what do you mean you're a total noob? Do you mean you're a total noob as in you started your business yesterday? or you've been doing this a while and you keep calling yourself a newbie? I mean, maybe the fact that you keep you could be brand new in your business, but I mean, if you have results, if you've generated leads, if you've created content, if you have exposed people to your business, you've recruited people into your business, you gotta stop referring to yourself as a noob. I mean, Justice and I, we are professional marketers. This is what we do. This is our profession. This is our career, and you have to start looking at it like that. You've got to start owning the fact that you are a marketer. I don't know if you have a regular job, but whatever that is, that's your side thing. This is what you do. This is you're building the skills and habits of a successful entrepreneur, and the other stuff is just what you're doing to pay the bills at the moment. Yeah,
I put a bonus training in the group, guys, called and I said it was my biggest challenge to you yet, and it was called You're in Charge. That was the nature of the training, and one of the things I said is, got to stop saying I'm a non-techie. You got to stop saying I'm new. You got to stop saying I don't know. Because here's the deal. I want to tell you guys about the day I started my business. Okay? The day I started my business, I was in business for 6 months. And I was sitting there with a back injury. Adam's probably so sick of this story. I mean, this is like a story I tell all the time, but it's a story you guys have got to hear. I was sitting there with an injury, out of work. And I was sitting at my dad's house, basically hopped up on Percocets. I thought I was going to have to get surgery. I needed a walker and assistance just to get from the chair to the bathroom, okay? And I dove into some training that made the light bulb go off in my head. This is after 6 months in business. And the next day, somebody called with my dream job. And it would have solved my financial issues. My credit cards were maxed out. I was $10K in debt. Would have solved my physical issues, because I wouldn't have had to wait tables. It would have been a little less physically taxing. It would have solved a lot of issues on paper, essentially short term. And I knew that I didn't want to spend another minute building someone else's dream, and I turned that job down. Okay, so now for the people out there who say, I'm new, I'm a noob, I don't know, I'm not techie, I don't have, all these different limiting beliefs. When you argue for your limitations, you get to keep them. Okay, for those of you who are talking like that, I've got news for you. 6 months deep, okay, I had made one sale, $98 so far, and I turned down that job. That was the day I started my business. That day, I was an internet entrepreneur. That day, I was a home business owner. That day, I was a professional. I didn't have any more results. Okay, nothing else changed except the fact that I made the decision. I was no longer new. Okay, I was the person that was going to succeed in this. And I can't tell you how empowering that is. And anybody can make that choice right now. You can walk out that door and be the guy and be the woman. Like, you're the person. You're going there. You're doing it. Okay? And the moment you're a day in, the moment you're 2 days in, you're half as new as you were the day before. Okay? So do you say it half as much? No. Okay, we see people a week in, a month in, 6 months in. It's all relative. I know people that get in a week in don't think they're new. Yeah. I know people that have been in a year that think they're new.
Right.
That is up here. It's not on a calendar, guys.
Right.
Okay? So hope that helps. Listen, if you're not totally, and I've got a question. We're not going to call you guys out. We're going to try not to call you guys out by name because I know that we want you to be open in these questions, stuff like that. I'm not really sure what I need to be doing. I'm noob. Question: Did you sign up for your Dream Year Challenge? That's my question for you. And if you could put an answer in the deal here, I'll actually reply to this. I'm going to reply.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, one thing that I'll kind of piggyback on that is change your language. Your language is so super important to just. It's just so vitally important here. So rather than saying things like I'm new, I don't know what I'm doing, switch that verbiage around so that it kind of has an air of expectation. So like maybe say something like, although I'm pretty new and I haven't gotten any results yet, right? I feel like I'm on, that I'm getting closer. I'm on the verge of. So if you change your language a little bit to just stating the facts about what's happening, and you switch it around just a little bit to have a little bit more positivity, a little bit more, of a hint of I'm on the verge of a big breakthrough. I just haven't figured it out yet. And using that word "yet" anytime you say something like I don't have any results, just put those three little magical letters. Just put that word "yet" onto the end of that statement, and then that becomes an air of expectation, like you're getting there, right? Rather than just saying that this is how it is, because when you say it like that, you're kind of saying this is how it is now, and this is how it's going to be tomorrow.
I heard a great explanation one time that if you want to identify if you are using language that serves you or using non-serving language, just put the phrase "and that's what I want" at the end of your statement. So if somebody says, "Well, I'm not techie, and that's what I want," okay, I don't know what to do, and I'm new at this, and that's what I want.
Right.
Okay. And if you just put that phrase at the end of your statement, you'll know whether you're saying things that are serving you or not, because the reality is your words create your world. That's for sure.
This is something, you guys, we're going to go way deeper in the challenge, in the morning calls and stuff. We're going to go a lot deeper into this specific topic because it is that important.
Yep. Yeah, no doubt. Lisa says, when looking at the points tracker, how do we prioritize which activities we need to focus on first? It's a really good question. Obviously, Lisa, you have a more experience than some in here. Points equal profit, right? And that's why active activities are worth 2 points. and you can only get 1 point for personal development. So what you want to do is get the most points in the amount of time that you can allot to your business with a certain level of balance to them. Okay, that's why we've weighted the points on active, because those are make money now. Guys, the relationships go such a long way. I've made a bigger effort, a greater effort to build relationships and reach out to people in my business of late, and I'm going to tell you that little effort pays huge dividends. How would you, any input on that, Adam, from prioritizing?
Yeah. I would say, one strategy would be do the thing that intimidates you the most first. Just get it off your plate, get it out of the way. But I mean, definitely if you focus on the points tracker, those are going to be the income producing activities, right? So the order, doesn't matter all that much. But I really like to set myself up like where I do personal development and then I go into content creation, because I feel like going from personal development into content creation, my mind is in a really good place to create the content, right? And then go into some of the more active stuff after that. So it's like you don't want to have, if you're like prospecting on Facebook or something, right? If that's how you're doing, the active strategies and getting exposures, then you don't want to, that can be you're going to be getting distracted by other things that are going on Facebook. So when you're doing the content creation, don't have that of a, so it's almost like you're in the zone with the content creation. You're not having any distractions. Then when you get to the other place where you're doing the active stuff, then you can kind of allow some of the distractions in a little bit.
Awesome. I often meet the right person, but I get frozen with what to say first. I know this is not really a question, but I get that. Okay, I get the fact that you freeze up when you meet the right person. There's a few things that are going to help you with that. One, is doing things, staying in action, focusing on your vision, doing affirmations, doing the things that will make you more confident and understanding where you're going. And two is practice. See, when you commit to doing this long term, when you commit to getting to the place, your first success checkpoint, and then moving on beyond that, what you realize is that every time you mess up is just practice.
Right. Okay?
Every time I called a lead and really stunk on the phone, right? Every time I talked to somebody and messed it up, well, once I know in my head that that's not the last person I'm talking to, then I'm just going to keep going and going and going, then it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, it just teaches me what not to do. I remember calling someone one time, Adam, and it was one of my first leads, and I called them, and I'm doing the whole spiel. I can't tell you how many phone calls I messed up, guys. I can't tell you how many times I messed up with my warm market. And they're like, I've still messed up phone calls. I've still had phone calls where like, Justice, like, why did you give up that much time, or how did you not close that sale, or how did you not find the pain, or how did that person control the conversation on you, right? But when you get into that frame of mind that says, whatever, okay, boom, who's next? Boom, where am I going next? Who am I talking to next? I'm never going to run out. I'm never going to stop. Then all it is just your growth. Then it's just part of your growth.
Right. Yeah, and then a couple other things. One, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, right? If somebody's excited about what you're doing, it really you can screw up with those people, and it's okay. And then the more that you do some of the activities that we teach you in the challenge, like you do some of the content creation, and you do the personal development, your confidence will increase, and that confidence that you get from content creation. I know that when I did a lot of video marketing when I was getting started in business, like just by doing a lot of videos and creating a lot of content, like the confidence that I got from doing that really bled into all other areas of my business. It bled into how I was talking to people on the phone, and so doing some of the things that we're going to be showing you in the challenge will help you to build your confidence and help you to become more attractive, and then you're going to realize like wow, what I have is valuable. This person's lucky to be working with me, and you just become that much more relaxed, and you stop putting so much pressure on yourself to like say the exact right thing. You just you get in a flow a little bit more.
Yeah, and you know, something about that is a lot of people really try and focus on scripts. And I know in a lot of challenges, Adam, you've quoted Jerry Clark and saying it's not the words you play, it's not the words you say, it's the music that you play. So, you know, a lot of times, you know, rather than trying to use the perfect words that you learned, you know, just be excited, just be confident and excited, and that can go a long, long way. Okay, it's hard to ask a question on the phone. That may be where you're getting cricket noises. Okay, here's my question. I just joined my biz up about 2 months ago and I want to move up fast. Will you show me how to do that? Like the For Dummies way. I'm not a dummy, but simple instructions would rock. What do you say, Adam? You want to take that one away?
Yeah, sure. I mean, what we teach is simplicity. I mean, we teach a very, very simple process that you can use to get results as, I mean, the points tracker, like if you commit to getting 50 points every single week, right? If you just set that as your intention, I mean, you will be recruiting people left and right. You will be building a really cool business. And we've had people in these challenges like, you know, like Bert, for example, and Markwell, who have like, you know, the one of the
on here.
Yeah, one of the weeks in the challenge, I think Bert recruited 12 people in 1 week. I mean that is possible here. You know, if you're open-minded, if you're open to coaching, you know, if you're commit to following the simple process that we lay out. But I mean, it is simple. We do not teach complicated marketing strategies at all.
Yeah, I mean, what's really important though is you know, one thing that always makes me uneasy about the nature of these types of questions is, you know, if you want something fast, you have to do the right things often and fast.
Yeah.
Okay? There's no piece of information that's going to take you from here to here. Only activity will take you from here to here. So 10% of the activity, you get here. Right? 20% you're here. 100% you're here. If you want to do 200%, you're here. However quickly you do that is how quickly your business will grow. What we're going to do is we're going to help you shut out the nonsense and the noise. We're going to help you stay accountable. We're going to help you we're going to show you what you should be doing day in and day out to be a successful home business owner. Whether you do it or not is up to you. See, because some of this stuff is going to feel scary. Some of the stuff you're not going to feel ready for. You know, some of the assignments are going to push you out of your comfort zone. And the question is, are you going to do it? And when you do it, how often and how fast? See, you dictate how fast.
Yeah.
Okay, you dictate the results. It's all you. Okay, but the difference is we can shut out the nonsense for you. We're going to boil it down to something really simple, something easy to follow. And then from there, you determine how fast it goes. Okay, my results have been sporadic. I'm looking to get more consistent and reliable revenue stream. I understand knowing my numbers is critical. Will you be working on tracking and scaling results? Yeah, I mean, we're going to be working on that like you would not believe.
Big time.
I feel as though I'm on the cusp of big breakthrough, and I think this is just what I need. Yeah, this is going to be fantastic for you.
On the cusp of breakthrough. See what I was talking about earlier, having that air of expectation. I'm on the cusp of breakthrough. That is somebody, I don't even know who that was, or I don't know anything about you. All I know is that if you just said I'm on the cusp of breakthrough, then you're like 95% there already.
Yeah. Do you find that it's better to do personal development in the morning or right before you start working on your business? Me personally, I prefer it in the morning, and what's most important is that you don't let the outside world, okay, get into your world until you're ready to allow it. Okay, so you know, I like it in the morning because it puts me in the right place. The personal development isn't just for business; it's for life.
Yeah.
So even if I'm not working on my business right at that moment, why wouldn't I want to be in a place where, you know, where I'm approaching life, okay, at 100%. you know, with a developed mind, with an inspired mind, with an educated mind. So me personally, I like for it to be one of the first things I do. Let's see. Well, that's all the questions in the Q&A right now. That's awesome. I'm not shy. Don't mind owning that. Guys, if you have more questions, by all means, I want to know in the chat who's in the challenge. Is there anybody that doesn't know what the challenge is? Is there anybody that, tell me if you're in the challenge, let us know. If you're not in the challenge and you're not going to do it, you can let us know. You can say, hey, I'm not doing it. You know, if you're like on the cusp or you have questions, let us know about those too. Go on down in the chat. Let us know where you stand. We're super excited about this challenge. As you can tell, there's people fired up to participate in this thing. It's going to be pretty darn awesome.
Yep.
There's going to be a little delay there, Adam. Lisa Thompson says you guys gave me a huge mindset shift in that last discussion about priorities. Thank you. Lisa Thompson says, I am awesome. Welcome, Lisa. Seriously, guys, if you're in the challenge, and I know some of you who are on here, go down there. You know, get fired up. You may push someone over the edge to run with you, and you may fundamentally change their life. Okay, so I want you to understand how important it is that you go down there and actually make the statement rather than sitting there and going, well, everybody else is going to say they're in. They already know I'm in. You know what? I'll just sit back here and do whatever. Guys, that is the place, okay, where, you know, where things don't happen, okay? You know, make bold declarations. Get out there, say it, you know. I love it. You know, I'm in with both feet. Awesome, Larry. I'm reading the Motivation Manifesto. Awesome, I'm in. Heard and read too many good things about it not to be. Awesome. In like Flynn, great book. Cool, guys. Pretty pumped. I know there's some more of you on here. Would love to hear from you. Any questions? Questions about building business? You know, hit them up in the Q&A box there. Lead gen, you know, team building, productivity, whatever it is. So you guys like the little video setup back here. What do you think, Adam?
Yeah, I see you're in the studio today.
Yeah, the studio. Right. This is permanently a fixture in my house now. Love it. I'm pumped to take things to the next level. Paul says, these two guys turned my business around. I love it, Paul. Love it, love it, love it. Awesome. Oh, I see the question and answer box light up. Where can I learn more about webinars on air that you guys are using? Yeah, I mean, you can Google it. I mean, I have a link somewhere, but I don't even know where it is. You can try justiceegan.com/WOA. That may get you there. But yeah, it's available out there. Do I remember that we're going to have accountability partners during the challenge? Adam, you want to take that one?
Yeah. You know, we encourage mastermind partners. We've done challenges in the past where we have actually partnered people up, and we kind of got away from that because it was, you know, it was difficult to randomly partner people together because of time zone differences, and you know, sometimes there was conflicts when it came to skill level differences, and you know, it's always there. There's going to be people that are going to be really committed, and then there's going to be people that are kind of committed, and you know, we like to give you that responsibility, really encourage you to mastermind and connect with each other. But as far as assigning partners, we've kind of got away from that.
Here's going to be my suggestion. See, because this is what a lot of people do when we say, "Hey, it's great. This is a partner assignment, or this is a group assignment, or you should go find somebody and partner up." A lot of people go into the group and they're like, "Hey, I need a partner. Does anybody, you know, who wants to be my partner?" Right, like the last kid in kickball. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. You want an accountability partner? Attract one. Go out there and crush it so hard. Post your points tracker. Be so active. Be so involved. Do the stuff we tell you to do at such a consistent and committed level And people will come forward and go, hey, I want to be around this person. This person's going someplace. See, if you go in there and you're like, hey, anyone want to be my partner? Oh, well, I didn't do the assignment because nobody came up and became my partner, right? Go in there and attract a partner. You focus on you, committing to the activities. The partner will come, just like the prospects will come. See, what we're going to do is we're going to hold your feet to the fire to be the best you. Okay, and then when someone else is rocking and you're rocking, they're going to come forward and they're going to go, you know what, we could really rock this thing if we put our heads together. I didn't go, anybody want to be a partner at Live the Dream? Adam came up and talked to me and reached out to me after Live the Dream because I was the new guy at that event that was rocking more than anybody else.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
I didn't go looking for Adam, okay? And that's the deal. And Adam was a rock star looking for a rock star partner.
Yeah.
Okay, so attract a rock star. Will we have small group projects? We will have a lot of assignments. Okay. Now, Adam and I have made adjustments along the way in other challenges. We have to feel out the group. Okay, we have to. So in other words, we can't give an assignment that serves 5 people but doesn't serve 95% of the group. Okay, we have some classics, some fundamentals. We know what we're going to be training on and where we want to push you. Okay, whether or not we ultimately partner people up or do group stuff is, will be up to us based on what kind of response we get from the group. And again, here's the best part, guys. Accountability rocks. This group is going to support you and encourage you. And, we're going to guide you. We're going to give you assignments. We're going to push you. You're going to feel the energy. You're going to see the points trackers. It's going to make you want to do more. But do not wait on anybody, okay? What I hear a lot of, I'm sensing this a little bit, is do I get someone with me to help me? Are there going to be people around me to show me? Listen, at the end of the day, what we're here to do is to use the group environment to push you to a place of independence. Okay, because at the end of the day, we are independent entrepreneurs. My business does not go as Adam Chandler goes, and vice versa. Okay, we complement each other. Our, 2 heads together becomes like a third mind. That's the concept of the mastermind. It's not that one head doesn't exist until the other one's there. Okay, so just to be clear on that, will we get all the PDF downloads? When will we get them? Before Monday? No, you're going to get them when the challenge starts. Will we be covering any video marketing? Just purchased a video camera. Yes, we'll be talking a little bit about video marketing. Plus, there's a lot of marketing in the marketing archives back there. Do you think you can have success without being in the spotlight? Adam, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. You can't be, and I've had people that have attempted to do this, like basically getting results without being a leader, right? Because leaders are the people that are out there. They're doing the stuff. They're creating the content. They're getting on webinars, right? Like at some point you have to step on the other side, right? It's very, very difficult to get, like, this is an industry where you have to stand out from the crowd. Like you've got to put yourself out there in a very big way so that you can rise above the noise of everything else. If you want to blend in, that is a recipe for disaster in this business. To be blending in, you're not going to get any results. I mean, I would really question like that statement, because it's this industry will challenge, and this challenge and this industry will challenge every single insecurity that you have, and that is a very good thing. Okay, yeah. So by going through the process and stepping up, you're going to be able to build a cool business, but you're also gonna grow yourself as a person, and that's probably what you, based on that question, that's probably what you really need, is to grow as a person, and going through this process will certainly help you do that. I don't know if that was a good answer to that question.
I'd ask why. Why not the spotlight? Okay. Why not be in a place where you can reach more people, where you can talk to more people, where you can impact more people?
Who are you? Who are you not to be in the spotlight?
Yes, exactly. Why don't you deserve to be in the spotlight? And you know, a lot of people say this is a very interesting thing. When I hear this kind of question, a lot of times people say, "Well, I don't need the attention." Okay, they actually attach negativity to being in the spotlight, like it's selfish to be up there. I'm the person, I don't need the mic, I don't need to be in the spotlight, I don't need the attention like everyone else. And then I say, who are you to place that negativity on them as if they need it? Maybe they have it, maybe they're there because they belong there because they can serve more people from there. So my question would be, why not the spotlight? And the other thing I'm going to say is there are people that have created incomes without being in the spotlight. They rely on systems and uplines and infrastructure and all that different stuff. And here's what happens when you rely on that stuff. When it's not there, it all crumbles. See, Adam, if every business he was in right now disappeared tomorrow, me, if every business I was in disappeared tomorrow, we could turn around and create whatever we wanted almost immediately. I mean, it would. I mean, we can just go out there and create. Okay, but if I didn't have the skills, if I didn't have the confidence, if Adam didn't have the skills and the confidence, if we weren't capable of getting out there and attracting people and leading people and getting people coming to us, wanting to know what we're up to, we'd be screwed, right? And so there have been people out there that function entirely on right place, right time, right system, right infrastructure, right company, right upline leaders recruiting for you, doing all the three-way calls, closing all the sales, doing the marketing, whatever. But then the moment there's a wrench in that gears, your business goes away. So, why not the spotlight? There's nothing that says you don't deserve the spotlight. There is someone out there that actually deserves to hear from you. And believe it or not, by trying to stay behind the curtain, you're actually robbing them. Hope that answers. I'm in direct sales and affiliate marketing. I don't have a team to build per se. Will this coaching program address direct sales or mostly network marketing? I'm sure the skills and activities are similar. Want to start that one off, Adam?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you seeing as the difference between direct sales and network marketing? I mean, direct sales is anytime you're selling something directly to someone, right? Like, it doesn't matter if it's network marketing or info marketing, affiliate marketing, or vacuum cleaners. I was in direct sales when I was directly selling vacuums to people.
Directly trying to sell vacuums.
Yeah, right, exactly. I did it for about 3 weeks, and then but yeah, so I don't I need a little bit more of explanation.
I get the question. I mean, I think that the specification is maybe high-end internet direct sales, like high-ticket stuff versus traditional network marketing. Here's the deal. It's so funny people try and make such a distinction, and the fundamentals are the fundamentals. If you go out there and attract people to you online as the leader, and they want to know what you do and they see you as the authority, well, they're going to ask what you do. And just because I'm in network marketing or I'm in direct sales and person A is in network marketing, or I'm in network marketing and person A is in direct sales, no matter what, there's still going to be plenty of people that come in my direction that aren't right for what I'm doing, right? The majority are still not going to be right, for what I'm doing. And, but by attracting those people, I'm going to find the people that are right. And what you bring, remember that like attracts like. So the information and the marketing and the version of business advice and that you bring to the marketplace will attract like. So if you're out there talking about network marketing, but you want to attract people for high-ticket internet affiliate sales, then you're going to attract the wrong person, right? If you're training how to do three-way calls and stuff. But if you're training how to do high-ticket internet sales, and you're attracting that person, but you're trying to get them into a network marketing business, you're going to attract the wrong person. And like I see, I get that I don't speak to people on the phone as much as I'd like to. Okay, well, time to change that, right? It's time to attract people, okay, and build a relationship with them. I don't care what business you're in. Right now, I mean, Adam and I, we market, right? We could sell anything. I mean, I've got my own products, I've got sales funnels, I've got all that different stuff. The best sales, the best customers come from the people who I build a relationship with and get on the phone with. Okay? What's your best practice for evaluating goals you set for your business? Adam, you want to take that one away, bud?
The best play the best
practice for evaluating the goals you set for your business.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, if you follow along in the video series, I mean, we actually say in video 1, you know, is this a goal that inspires you? Is it something that you can get really excited about and really passionate about? You know, is it something that you know, is it stated in the positive, like something that you want to move towards rather than something that you want to move away from? So you know, I want to reach my ideal weight of X as opposed to, you know, lose 20 pounds, right? So something that you're moving towards, and then state it in the first person, like say I am, as though you're already, you know, in the process of, or you already have what it is that you want to create. As far as evaluating, I mean, I think the biggest one is, you know, is this something that I really truly want, that I'm going to, that gets me so excited and so fired up that I'm willing to push through the inevitable challenges that are going to you know, that are going to come up along the way? Are they going to be, you know, is it something that's going to get me excited enough to stay up later at night and wait, you know, make some sacrifices? Because, you know, the reality is that you can't have your cake and eat it too. You've got to if you want to become successful, you've got to give up, you know, what's making you unsuccessful. If you want something, you're going to have to give something else up in order to get it. And if you're not willing to, you know, watch you know, a little less TV, or cut television out completely in order to get that goal, or some other thing that takes you away from it, right? Whatever that is for you. If what you say that you want, the goal, isn't inspiring enough for you, that you aren't willing to make those sacrifices, then I would reevaluate and say that might not be something that I really truly want.
Yeah, awesome. Guys, here's the deal. I don't know who's in the challenge, who's not in the challenge, but I'm going to drop a link down here in the chat box. If you are not in the challenge yet, we highly recommend, doors close at midnight tomorrow. We highly recommend you jump in. You can hear what everybody is saying about this, how excited everybody is. I've dropped the link down there. Go on, get involved. I mean, you know, it's just going to be amazing. It's going to transform people's businesses. Let me see. This is great. This is great shit. You guys rock. Awesome. Well, you rock, bud. We're excited. We're excited to have you on board. Just drop the link down there. One thing I'm going to do, Adam, is I'm going to bring out Lisa Thompson.
Cool. I'm gonna refill my water. I'll be right back.
Cool. So Lisa Thompson's on the way out. Guys, keep firing away with questions. Keep firing away with questions. And you know who else I'm going to bring out, Adam, when he comes back? And she's I don't know if she's ready for this, but I'm going to bring her out too. Good. I got another question here. Let's see. How long are the live calls for the challenge? I can listen to you guys all night dropping some sick knowledge. You know, the funny part is, and I'll say that question is from Yuli. The funny part is we always run over. I mean, the live calls just, you know, we love this stuff, guys. We love serving you. We love pushing you. It's going to be fantastic. So I clicked Lisa Thompson to bring her out. The other person, Adam, I'm going to bring out, because I want to introduce her to everybody. I'm going to bring Cindy out here. I want everybody to say thank you to Cindy. She's been a huge part behind the scenes here. And I'm going to click on her. Cindy, you should get a notification, unless maybe she just jumped off to say, heck no, I'm not going out there. But we just clicked on you, Cindy, so you should be getting a notification to come on out. Guys, hit us with some questions, you know, and let us know what kind of questions you have about building your business. Awesome, Cindy is here. Cindy.
Hello. Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. I bet you didn't know we were bringing you out, huh?
I had no clue.
Guys, everybody meet Cindy. She has been behind the scenes, helping us put together this whole thing. She's, if you're an affiliate, she's handling, making sure that everything comes out on time and all that great stuff. She's been a huge help, so I want to take a minute, bring her out. Adam and I are so grateful to have her be a part of this, and we wanted to introduce you guys. And Cindy, you can hang out here with us, and Cindy is a home business entrepreneur also, so that's why it's been such a wonderful fit. So the whole crowd is everybody that's on here, Cindy, now knows Cindy. So everybody go over to the chat box and say, give Cindy a big thank you if you've enjoyed the videos, if you've enjoyed all that different stuff. Yeah, that's right, Lisa. Little golf clap there. Darva says thank you, Cindy. Paul from Hawaii says aloha, Cindy. Awesome. Chris says hi, Cindy. Yes.
I'm very, very excited to be doing this with you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
It's been really, really fun. Lisa Thompson.
Hi there.
How are you?
Hi, Lisa.
So Lisa, I gotta know. I think the crowd would be really beneficial to the crowd. Here you are. This is your fourth challenge, right? Mm-hmm. You know how to close sales. You know how to generate leads. I mean, you've generated thousands and thousands of leads at this point, right? You know how to go out there and train. I think you even have your own Instagram training. I mean, you got all this stuff, right? You know how to run webinars. You know how to do all this stuff. So logically, the person would say, well, she doesn't need the challenge anymore, right? Why would help everyone understand what it is about your challenge experience that brings you back for a fourth challenge, even though you know all this stuff that everybody wants to know, right?
Well, it's because I learn something new every time I go into a challenge. I mean, when I first did the one back in May of 2013, I didn't have the experience of, I wasn't raised as an entrepreneur knowing the activities to make money. I mean, I was still in this paycheck, okay, I work 40 hours a week, I get a paycheck, all right? I didn't know what the specific activities with a home business was to make that shift. So that first challenge I did for me was a success because I had to learn to practice the discipline of being able to learn how to market and do those income-producing activities. It took me the first two challenges to get that. But what I understood, the big aha moment that you guys kind of taught me last spring is that an entrepreneur is disciplined thought and disciplined action. So last summer, I really needed that mindset, and that's what you guys really brought home for me. And I think the number one tool you gave me was that journal, and journaling every day, doing the affirmations, writing down gratitude, changing your vocabulary, erring on, talking from a place of erring on the positive side of expectation. I kept saying to myself over and over again, I'm the leader everyone is looking for. I take action every single day. I create, I attract new business easily and enroll new people with speed, pleasure, and ease. I kept saying that over and over again, and that's when the changes really started to happen. I'm doing this again because I need, I have big goals for my business and I need to go to that next level. And in order to do that, I need that mindset to help keep me going so that I can reach it. So that's why I'm doing this again.
Cool. Can I cite something that I learned from one of mine and Adam's favorite entrepreneurs out there that can help everybody out here when it comes to language?
With language, I'll tell you right now, commit to the process. I have that so ingrained in my brain, like from Pavlov. I mean, one day I was out with a group of friends and someone said commit, and I blurted out to the process, and they looked at me like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's just like I've been working on this, stuff with my business, and so that's kind of like a mantra. So that's what happens when you really condition yourself for success.
Yeah, Mark Hoverson at an event one time, Adam, he said to me, and I just heard Lisa, say, the different things that she needs in her business, and, he actually asked me, he said, this was the first time we ever met, he said, can I coach you? And I said, absolutely. you know, and he said there's certain words that people that my students aren't allowed to use, and we replace them with more empowering words. And he said one of those words is need. He said it's one of the weakest words in the English language, and it represents the ultimate place of lack, right? And he said we replace it with the words like deserve. So Lisa, you don't need to go to the next level. You deserve to go to the next level. You deserve it. You've worked hard. Okay?
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and you're ready for it. Yeah, you deserve it. You're ready for it. You're on the brink of it. Okay, it's coming. So, you know, yeah, great for Lisa, guys. I mean, she's just been such an incredible story, and it's just been so fun to watch her. Right, Adam?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely, Lisa. So excited to have you rolling with us in the Dream Year Challenge. And you know, these challenges, you know, we produce leaders. I mean, there's always, you know, clear leaders that come out of the challenges and just, you know, and you know, lead the pack for the other people, you know, who are coming up, you know, in the world, and you know, building their skills and their, you know, and you know, it's just it's so cool to have people like you who, you know, who have the results, who you know, can lead the charge along with us.
Yeah, I mean, when you see the points that Lisa puts in that group, when you see the points the previous challengers put in that group, you're going to see what a business owner does every day. Okay? And then you're going to understand that it's decision time. Right? Do I step up and get better every week? Okay? Or do I keep letting next year be the year? And that's what this is all about. So, Cindy.
Yes.
We've got you out here. Why don't you tell the group a little bit about yourself and you know, how you found home business. One thing we do, Cindy, so that you know, in this world, our training is all generic, right? So we don't really mention company names, or we try not to do, you know, mention company names, because, you know, there is no one better than the other. I mean, we're training home business entrepreneurs here, but, you know, give everybody, you know, introduce yourself to everybody. Tell them how you got introduced to home business, and you know, in the elevator pitch version, you know, why it attracted you, and what you're excited about the challenge.
Well, I'm a single mom of 3. I have 2 girls in college and an 11-year-old. And about 4 years ago, I was divorced, and I lost my house and all that, you know, stuff that goes along with it. My daughter actually got into it first and got me interested in it. And it's just a great opportunity to do something and hopefully try to get out of the restaurant business for a while at some point. So, yeah, it's just I can work it around my 2 jobs. I can work it around my kids and my kids' schedule, and it's a blast. I'm having a blast, and I can't wait to be able to fire my boss and move on.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, for those that I know Cindy from a restaurant I worked at in Rhode Island, one of my original restaurant jobs. You guys know I did 17 years in the restaurant business. So Cindy, you and I have known each other since, I would say, maybe 98, right around there.
Right around there, yeah, exactly.
We've known each other for 16.
And I'm still at that restaurant.
And I still go up and visit.
Yes.
Guys, questions, comments. If you're in the challenge and you're excited, let us know. You know, we're probably only going to hang on here for a few more minutes. If you have questions, now would be the time. Adam, I'm getting more excited by the minute, buddy. Today was a huge day.
It was, yeah. Lots of people committed to the challenge today. It's exciting.
Yeah. Chris says, thanks, Cindy. Yuli says, great job, Lisa. Chris says, wow, Lisa. Yeah, guys, I mean, I'm so pumped to have previous challengers in here with us. I mean, it just says so much about committing to the process and the fundamentals, and it's going to set such an example for you guys as to what gets done. When you get real and when you get serious, what gets done. Okay, I mean, Adam didn't go out there and generate 25,000 leads and become the top earner, okay, by having an average work day. Okay, we're not talking part-time or full-time here. We're talking about making the use of the best time.
Yeah.
You know, making the best use of time. I didn't get 1 million views on YouTube and generate 30,000 email leads or whatever the number ended up being, right, or is right now. You know, by just kind of doing it, right? That switch flipped, guys. Enough was enough, right? It was like, I'm freaking doing this. And when you get there, there's really no stopping you. What's the most important thing that we can do before this challenge starts? That's a really good question, and I'll give you my 2 cents and then pass it over to Adam. You had the 4-part video series, which told you about active versus passive, told you about tracking your activities, told you about creating content, told you about setting goals. The most important thing in my mind that you can do is actually commit to what was taught in those videos, right? Because if you've gone through the videos and we told you what to do at a basic level, and you're not doing that yet because you want more information, then that's that cycle of struggle that home business owners stay stuck in. There is clear instruction in those 4 videos. And so apply the instruction that you got in those 4 videos and get used to it, because what we're going to give you is going to be a deeper level of that and then so much more, right? So commit to those things. Don't dive in and start listening to 1,000 audios or going in and trying to consume every piece of marketing training. Commit to those basic fundamentals that were discussed in the videos, and I'd be curious as to your take, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, that's a great. I mean, just doing that alone, you know, is going to be huge for you. And you know, start to build your audience, like we talked about in video 3. You know, consistently building your audience by doing a little bit every single day. You know, get clear on your goals and your vision, like you know, in video 1, absolutely. And you know, some of the, like, you have access, as soon as you buy the challenge, you have access to the audio downloads, you have access to the 7-figure shift interviews, you have access to the marketing archives. You know, I would go through those marketing archive videos and pick a strategy that you really want to focus on based on what you see in those videos and say, okay, that's it. That's what I want to do. That's what's for me, and take action on it. Like, if you learn something, you want to be able to take action on it immediately, and that's a big difference between the people that stay stuck in this industry in pure education mode, is that they keep consuming information and they never actually turn it into anything useful. That's what a lot of people do in this industry, and we want to really try to get you away from that. We want to get you to a place where you learn something, and then you put it into action, and then you go create a blog post about how you did it.
Yeah, you know, speed of implementation, guys, is probably one of the most important things. If you take one thing away from this call, speed of implementation. See, you don't have to, I heard Diane say this one time, and it was so spot on. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. And, you know, and what happens is you learn something and you think there's a missing piece. I don't understand it completely yet. There's got to be more I got to learn. There's got to be something else. And you never get it going, okay? And you know, Adam and I, and this is something we'll talk about, Adam, but I was thinking in the first week I'd love to kind of do what we did in the branding webinar last year and show people where we started, give them like kind of a little chuckle, because you'll get a chuckle. I mean, you will get a laugh at what our stuff looked like when we were out there online. But we were out there, right? That's the part. And it blows my mind that I see people. See, this is so funny. We've got this active group of 400 people, right? They've all gone through the video series, and everybody's waiting like, what do I do? And it's like, wait, what about the video series? Right? It told you to create content based on what you know, what you learned, what you wish you knew then, right? And how much content have you created? It told you to connect with X amount of people on social media each day, set a goal, and connect with those people. How many people have we connected with? It told you to track those activities. We gave you a resource. What does your tracking sheet look like? It told you to set goals and showed you exactly how to do it. Do you have your goals set? Right? So I know we've got this group of 400 people, and I can tell you right now, I would venture to say that less than 1 or 2% of that group have actually executed the things that were taught to them in those videos. Right. And you want to know why 1 or 2% of people control all the wealth, get the results in network marketing, get the, you know, that's the difference, guys. And everybody's like, but what's the difference? No, but what's really the difference? No, but what is it really? What's the strategy? How do you get the leads? What do you say to them to get them to join? Please, somebody just tell me the secret, right? And here it is sitting right in front of you. It was told, you know, do X, Y, Z, and so many people are waiting for the next piece of information, right? I mean, I know that sounds so ridiculously simple, but I'm telling you, that is the disconnect. It is the disconnect, and we're going to force you to do this stuff. But why you wouldn't be doing it now if you want to get there faster? Get out there and do it. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care if you mess it up. I don't care. You don't have to get it right. You just got to get it going.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens in the jungle of free enterprise, you know. And I love this. You know, Jerry Clark talks about the you know, entrepreneurship being the jungle, right? And you start to go through the jungle, and what happens to you? You get beat up in the jungle, right? You get scrapes and bruises, and you fall flat on your face, and then you get up and you keep walking, and you know, you're going on this path through the jungle. But through going through that process, you're developing thick skin, and you're becoming the person that you need to become in order to get to the next level. Because the reality is that in the next level is more responsibility. Your problems actually become, the more you grow, your problems actually become bigger. But you're doing it, and so let me just get back to the jungle analogy. You're going through the jungle, and you're getting beat up, and you're falling flat on your face, and you're trying this, and it didn't work, and then you try something else, and that didn't work. You try something else, and that worked, and then you know, just going through that process. That's the price that you pay for the privilege of being in the arena as opposed to on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Because on the sidelines you're safe. When you're not doing anything, when you're just watching videos and not actually implementing anything, you're safe. You don't have to worry about failing, you know, because you're not doing anything. That's what a lot of people do, is they fool themselves, you know, into thinking that they're actually doing something, when the reality is they're standing on the edge of the jungle, frightened to go in. And
Yeah.
what we do is we force you into the jungle.
Yeah.
We say, yeah, it's gonna suck, but you might as well just get it out of the way, right? Get the sucky part out of the way, right? So you can actually create the real growth that you're gonna need to happen. That's gonna need to happen for you to get to the next level in business and life.
Yeah, not taking the first step into the jungle is a choice. When everybody's telling themselves a story where they're going, I just need someone to tell me how to get through the jungle the best. I just need somebody to tell me which direction to go into the jungle. I just need somebody to tell me what I do once I'm halfway in, because I don't want to go in now and get halfway in and not know what to do next, right? When in reality, all that need, all that what you think is the missing information is just your way of saying, I'm scared. I don't want to take the first step into the jungle, okay? And everybody on here can make a YouTube video. I'm telling you, okay? We've all got one of these. Okay, it's totally free. All you need is a Gmail account. I mean, I've got more Gmail accounts. I don't even know, you know, how many freaking YouTube channels I have out there by accident sometimes. And, you know, all you got to do is go, all right, I'm just going to hit play. Right? Everyone can pick up the phone and call that person. They can hit send, you know, but they go, somebody's just got to tell me what to say first. Right? Somebody's just got to tell me what to say on the video first. Why? Why? You know, it's not going to be perfect. I got another question here. You guys are seriously blowing my mind. You guys are crushing it tonight in the flow. Yuli, this is what we do, man. Adam and I have been doing this for so long now. We love this. We're pumped. We're excited. I mean, this is just the beginning. This course is going to just blow people's minds. I mean, you guys, if you just do the assignments, you're going to grow so much so fast. It's like you're going to be swinging from vines in the jungle, going like, I never knew that I could do this, right? So I'm putting a link down here, dreamyearchallenge.com/video4. Guys, if you are not in this challenge with us yet, I'm not gonna like, I guess what am I gonna say? I'm not gonna try and hard sell you on it. I don't get it, okay? I don't get why you wouldn't be. I mean, there's people out there that paid $1,500 to be part of challenges. You know, there's bonuses galore in there. You know, and we've just reduced the price so much so that people can get in, and anybody can take the push, the shove, get the accountability, get the assignments to make this their year. You know, the only thing I can possibly ask if you're not in is, do you really want this to be your year, right? Do you really want to go it alone, figure it out on your own? I mean, something, Adam, we've talked about a lot is a lot of times what they do just really isn't congruent with what they say they want. People are like, well, I'm doing this for my kids. And it's really like, yeah, you love your kids, right? Yeah, oh my God, I love them so much, they mean the world to me. But you can't even pick up the phone or make a video. Can't possibly be doing it for your kids. You can't possibly, right? You would jump in front of a car, to see a moving car to save your kid. But you can't make a YouTube video and you're doing it for your kid. Like that doesn't make sense, right? It's not in line. What you're saying and what you're doing, they're not making sense. Right? So if you say you want 2015 to be your year, if you struggle with things like procrastination or you don't know where to go next or you're overwhelmed or any of this different stuff, and here is this challenge that is proven work for people, right? And you say you want it. If you're not in the challenge, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like the words aren't matching up with what you're telling yourself. It's actually easier to say, you know what, it's okay if 2015 is another dud year. Yeah. I'm cool with that. It actually, that's a more powerful statement. It relieves you of guilt.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. Big time.
Cool. What do you think, Adam? Closing thoughts? We are about quarter after. You want to go around the panel?
Yeah, sure. I told the jungle analogy, and I think it's just it makes so much sense for what we're doing here is because you have to. There's no way around it. A lot of people go broke in this industry trying to find some clever way around the jungle, right? Those are the people that are susceptible to the empty promises, of oh my God, this is good. Everybody's making money, and then you get in, it's nothing more than smoke and mirrors, and you end up, bad things happen, right? When you resist the process. We talk about committing to the process. A lot of people in this industry resist the process, try to find their way around the jungle, and it doesn't exist. You have to go through the process. You've got to pay the price for the good life, right? For the success that you want. Nothing in life that's worth having is ever going to come without a price. And with this, you're going to have to pay a price. Well, you think someone that wants to become a doctor or something like that, they just all of a sudden they're like, oh, I'm going to be a doctor, and then the next day they're like, oh, I wonder why I'm not very good at being a doctor yet. That's with this, just like anything else, you've got to go through the process. You've got to pay your dues, and you've got to you've got to make that commitment and say that this is it, and I'm ready to step up, and that's what we have for you. We have a path for you to go through that process, and to do it in an encouraging group atmosphere, so that you don't have to navigate the scary jungle by yourself. You can do it in a group atmosphere with guidance from people that have been there, and from the support and the encouragement of the group who are all walking through the jungle, walking through the same path. Just makes it so much easier, so much more fun, so much more rewarding, and we're gonna show you how to become the person that you need to become to get to where you want to get to.
Awesome. Cindy, closing thoughts.
Oh, the pressure.
Put you on the spot. See, we're grooming Cindy here, guys. We are grooming Cindy, putting her out on.
My daughter is sitting over here hysterical laughing because she knows how uncomfortable I am. No, I'm just very, very excited this is my first challenge, so I'm really, really excited to be part of it and learn. And so far, I've learned a lot, and I can't wait till I fire my boss. That's all I can say.
Cool. Now, Stephanie does not get to laugh without coming over here on camera. Stephanie, where is Stephanie?
Stephanie, come over here.
Oh, Melanie. It's not Stephanie, it's Melanie?
Steph's right here. She's going to say hi.
Come on over. Come on over. Say hi to the crew.
And Steph's doing the challenge too, so yeah,
I'm listening from afar.
Awesome. Well, we are pumped, guys. We're super excited to have you in there, and this is kind of an informational call for everybody, but we're going to do stuff like this all the time. So, excellent. We're excited to have you guys on board.
Thank you.
Miss Lisa Thompson, closing thoughts.
I'm really excited about doing this challenge again for the 4th time. And I would say for anyone who's going to be playing full out, I would get out a planner and I would schedule when you're going to be on the webinars and when you're going to be on the wake-up calls. When things get scheduled, they get done. Because we don't schedule our shoulds, we schedule our musts. So you really need to make this an absolute must. And I'll tell you, just from being on several challenges and watching people just flourish, it's really breathtaking. But it's going to be consistency, because there will be a point, and it's going to be different for everybody, that there'll be a point where things are going to kick in, and when it does, watch your results just grow. And it's so much fun to watch people go through that process. So when you commit, and it's like when you take action right away, like Adam and Justice said, you get this high. I mean, I call it an entrepreneur high, because you get motivated by that, and the more action you take, you wind up losing and being more resistant to those temptations, like the shiny objects and the distractions, because you know what you need to do. And so I can't wait to see people breaking through, breaking free, and seeing people climbing up the leaderboard. So I'm really excited by that.
Awesome. Yeah, no doubt. At the beginning, guys, you have to get satisfaction from the activity. See, those are your feedback at the beginning. You can't get addicted to the results. You have to get addicted to the activities. That has to be your win. I executed more of the right activities this week than I did last week. This week than I did the previous week, and the previous week, and the previous week. And when that becomes your win, okay, when your result becomes you doing the activity, and you do that over time, then where your magic happens. Just joined the challenge today, don't know much about the marketing. Do I need a website to market my home business? You don't. The reality is this is a people business, and you can use the web to connect with people, but the activities we're going to teach you are going to grow you into a confident person. You could go out there and do this in the warm market. You could do it on social media. Long term, a lot of us, we brand ourselves online, because wherever you go, there you are. You don't have to worry about the company. You don't have to worry about that. Those variables go away, because you've built a brand around you. People will follow Adam and I wherever we go. It doesn't matter what company we're with. Doesn't matter what we do. Doesn't matter if we do another challenge. If we want to change the challenge to something else and do something else, the loyalists will come, right? Because we've built brands around ourselves. So eventually, if you want that kind of thing, if you want the real secure asset, which is you, to be a known person with a network, then you may want a website. Certainly encourage it, but by no means do you need it. So guys, we're going to wrap it up. Those were the closing thoughts. Hope you guys appreciated it. Make some noise in the Facebook group, okay? Let's get in there and get fired up. I want you guys to go in the Facebook group and let them know if you got value out of tonight's hangout. If you loved it on here, go in there and be fired up. Be like, man, that hangout rocked. And if you're not in the challenge, there's a link in there, streamyourchallenge.com/join. Cart closes at midnight. Don't be crazy. We want to rock with you. I think you've heard enough to know that this is the answer for anybody who wants to be, that's not looking for something that's push button or empty, promise based. That's something that's really going to push you to be where you need to be who you need to be, and to get the results that you deserve. So rock and roll, guys. We appreciate you.